This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
All right, places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens. Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, Rockaholics. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Happy Friday, Junior. Steve Migs.
Yes, Taryn.
I think all of us in this room are a little bit of, we're a little bit morning people, a little bit night owl. We all say, oh, I'm going to get to bed at a decent hour, and then I don't think we always do that.
I've always said, if I didn't have this job, I would not be up this early in the morning to listen to our show. Whenever someone's like, oh, man, I don't listen to your show, I don't get up that early, I'm like, I wouldn't either if they didn't give me a paycheck.
I'm
more of a night guy. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to bring that up because what's happening at nights right now on the Rock of Seattle is something a little bit familiar. Jolene is back.
Jolene.
So if you're like us and you tend to stay up late even when you shouldn't, you'll hear a familiar voice. Jolene is back now from 6 to 10 p.m. on the mighty KISW.
Love us, Jolene.
We love her, and we welcome her back with open arms. So if you, even at home, you can tell your smart speaker to play KISW and listen to her at your leisure. And now we will inform our Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes, and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daly Migs Download.
A.K.A. the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Law, and I figured a way to celebrate today, I'll play some music and see if you guys can guess what today's day is, okay? All right, so I'm going to put you guys to the challenge. It's pretty simple if you ask me.
Mario Day. Or as you would say, Mario.
It's Mario. No, it's not Mario or Mario Day.
Nintendo Day.
Nintendo Day. Get a little bit closer.
Okay.
Dumb it down a little bit. So I'll go
Sarah.
over. Perfect segue. Dumb it down.
All video games?
Video game day. Let's go, Sarah.
Yeah,
Proud of you.
Just get to the dumb, and we got Sarah on it.
You got me. I'm ready for you.
Some save the best for last.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wait.
I'll just leave it at that. No,
you
leave it at
took
that. Thank you. No. Yeah, exactly. Save the best for last.
Perfect. Period.
Yes. It's also National School Picture Day, and I believe at some point on our social media pages.
I already got it made.
Oh, boy.
She's so fired up. Sarah grabbed school pictures of all of us and is going to put it up on our social media pages. So if you want to see how dumb and dorky we looked as kids, we also look dumb and dorky as adults. But as kids, go to our social media pages at Daly Migs, Daly without an I.
Can confirm we are all still in our awkward phase.
Still right now.
Yeah.
Still. Yeah. Oh, man, but you know what? You're Seattle Mariners. Here I go again. Here I freaking go again. I woke up this morning and I got extra excited because they beat the San Diego Padres 5-2, which is awesome. But the Houston Astros also lost. So you know what that means, baby.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Yeah! The Seattle Mariners are 3.5 games out of first place, and there's still plenty of time.
Okay.
Can you tell? It was like a cup of coffee, a shot of adrenaline in this morning, and now they have a 4-game series against the Texas Rangers, and that's happening here over at T-Mobile Park. So let's pack out the stadium and show the Mariners that we love them.
Let's go, Mariners. Is this our year?
Well, come back to me on Monday.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Washington State is experiencing a pretty significant shortage of license plates. So licensing offices all across the state are experiencing this. More than half of Washington's counties are currently out of stock for one or more types of standard license plates.
You know what that means?
What?
We need to arrest more people.
Well, that's where they build them. They put them together.
Do they still do? I remember growing up and thinking that was like one of the coolest tidbits of information that, people who are imprisoned behind bars, part of what they have to do as a job is make license plates.
Industries.
Do they still do that?
I mean, I toured the penitentiary in Walla Walla a handful of years ago, and they were still doing it at that time. But apparently now
they
they're
have like
having
a machine?
Yes.
That's
and now
crazy.
they're having to outsource with like another organization because the prison is not keeping up with the demand.
I don't want a non-prisoner license plate.
Right? I want it guaranteed made in prison.
It's so weird because Sarah and I had this conversation literally yesterday because she was like, I want to get one of those personalized plates. I was like, good luck. You're going to be waiting for like 6 months.
I didn't realize there was like a slowdown for this.
Yeah.
But also, what kind of personalized plate would you get?
Oh, no.
What we decided, which I don't think they would allow me to get, was bitch.
Yeah, they're not going to give you that.
Just maybe they won't know. They just she just wants a lot of eyes in this word.
I mean, I've seen always like the list of license plate suggestions that get shot down, and some are way tamer than just bitch.
maybe like turn up.
That'll do.
Yeah, that'll do. I also never knew that they were made in jail.
Up until right now?
Right now. I never knew that.
True
That's
story.
so cool.
It's pretty cool.
Makes me want to go to jail even more. I want to make a license plate.
Okay, you know what? We can make that happen. Bitch. You know what? If you're a bad driver, maybe at some point they'll arrest you. I don't know. That's a weird segue. But anyway, Seattle ranks as the second worst city for congestion, and the third worst for traffic amongst 49 major metro areas. And things are not good over here. I don't need to tell anybody that. If you just leave your house anytime between, I think, 5 a.m. and 6 p.m., you're probably stuck in traffic.
Just don't. Just stay home.
It's the absolute worst. It just sucks. Anytime I leave here, like anytime after, I'd say 12:30, I'm like, oh, this could be like an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
It just blows.
It's bad times.
It's the worst. Hey, as far as weather, it's going to be a beautiful day. 69 degrees and cloudy. That is the DMD, and that's what's up.
We all have those home projects that just never seem to get done. And at my house, I always say that all of our projects are at about 85% completion all the time.
So you sound a lot like one of my wife's family members, where it seems like as soon as they're about to be done with a really cool house improvement thing, because I've seen their place and it's amazing, they add a new project. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Why is that part getting torn down? Well, we're about done with this part, so let's add to this part as well.
Sounds all too familiar.
Yeah.
So we decided to check in with our significant others to see what they think needs to get done ASAP in our homes. You're going to hear what they said at 6:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
It seems like we always have house projects that absolutely need to get finished, but at my house, everything is 85% done.
Do you think there'll ever be a day where you have it all done?
No, absolutely not. So I ended up asking my husband, Brad, what is the one thing that we absolutely need to get done as soon as humanly possible?
Sweetheart.
Yes. Why does it sound like an evil scientist? Yes. Yes. Yes.
I have explained to the people that I work with and also our listeners that most of the projects that we tackle are at 85% completion. And I just wanted to know which house.
Okay. I don't even need to hear what he has to say. He's saying so much. It's like watching the debates when you could just watch the other person not speaking. You could totally read their minds. Just by hearing his breathing pattern, I already know what he's about to say.
Which house project that is currently unfinished do you think is at the very top of the list when it comes to priorities?
Well, I like the way you phrased the question, that 85% of the projects we do.
Oh, boy. I love your laugh. How many wines did you have before you asked this question?
This might have been 2 wines.
That was a definite wine giggle right there from T-Dog.
Are, not finished, so I'm glad you lumped yourself in with that, but... what am I doing next?
No, what is the priority now? Of all the 85% completed projects, what is the priority?
Get in that hot tub so we can relax.
I like that.
Literally not a priority, but we poured...
In my world, that would be number one. The moment that hot tub shows up, I'm like, let's get it set up.
We did pour a pad where a hot tub could potentially go in the future, but we ran out of money doing our remodel, so we're not getting a hot tub anytime soon.
What? Wow.
You know what also makes me laugh about this? Because we did a project, when we went and cleaned up a park with Taryn Daly.
Yes.
And if she is anything like that,
Great point, Danny.
I understand Brad's frustration.
Yeah. Do you just stand around holding some kind like a broom for 5 hours, acting like and talking to people?
Let me know when you need me.
And then the best part about this is he does all the work, clearly.
Yes.
You still had to go and follow up and bug him again to get a real answer out of the guy.
Okay, now what's the real answer?
That was the real answer. You going to edit this together?
We'll get
They're killing me. Your wine giggles are killing me.
I hate it so much. We'll get a hot tub once all the projects are at 100%.
Okay.
What's the project sitting at 85% that most needs to be finished?
I'll probably need to redo the deck before the winter. Yeah.
Get it all stained and painted?
Yeah, get that all done.
Are we going to do that soon?
Yep.
Right
after my birthday week.
His birthday's on Saturday, by the way.
You let him have a whole week?
Well, I like to celebrate a birth month. He's more about the birth week.
Man, I tried that. My wife's like, the third. It's one day. That's all you get. I was like, what, not even the fourth? She's like, no, it's just one day. You have a birthday, not a birthdays.
Migs, you asked Sid.
Yes.
The same question.
Yeah, we're sitting on the couch hanging out with Tatum, and I was like, oh, crap. I got to go check and see what she thinks I have to get done. I was a little nervous because I was like, I have no idea what she thinks I need to get done. And I feel like there's a few things around the house that I should get working on.
We're talking about how Taryn has a bunch of house projects. She has about 85% of them always done. What's the one house project that you'd like to get done? And by you meaning, have me do it.
I don't know. I don't know if we have really any, projects.
What about you, Tatum? Do I have any house projects I got to get done?
No.
All right. That's right. Everything's done around here.
Well, I wouldn't say that. It's just big projects.
Yeah, no follow-up questions. I was just leaving it at that. If I got nothing to do, this weekend got a lot better. Tatum said no. You said no. I'm good.
No.
Lucky man. Off the hook. Now, what about you, Sarah? Did you chat with George about this?
To be honest with you, I was waiting all day for her to say, actually, and I was like,
dodge
the bullet.
Yeah. Then she starts thinking about it, though. She's like, oh, actually, I need that done and that done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And of course I asked my man.
Hi, babe.
Hello.
What is that one house project that hasn't gotten done yet, would you say?
I don't know. I think we got a lot done.
Nice.
Before our party. I will say you have done a great job. But what about all the pictures I want in my workout room? Like my heart light, my lip light, my hang loose light.
What the hell do you have going on? Are you turning your room into a hot topic?
I do have a lava lamp, too.
Oh, my God.
What I've realized is I really like light up signs.
Neon signs, like a dive bar.
Neon signs, yeah. I already have 3. But I needed 3 more in my workout room.
Of course.
Oh, and then the new sign that you love that we got at our housewarming party that says "Eat Cake."
I can't say what I really think about that one. All your other signs, just tell me where to put them. I'll put them up. But I saw that. It's not my favorite.
It just tells you to eat cake.
Why do we need that?
Everyone wants to eat cake.
I hate that sign.
You just say hate?
It's the worst sign. I'd rather put 8 live, laugh, love signs up than that sign.
Wow. Which, by the way, he did end up hanging up, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the location?
Dude, it's a primo spot, y'all. It's in between the living room and the kitchen, and it's right below our wedding pictures.
Oh, my gosh.
That is love.
I love that you won that battle, by the way.
I won it.
That's my girl. Now, what about you, Rockaholics?
Yeah.
206-803-ROCK. What is that one house project that just hasn't been done? Call in now, 206-803-ROCK. We'll take your calls after 3 Doors Down.
The Daily Migs Show.
What is that one house project that just hasn't been done yet? 206-803-ROCK. Joshua is in Gig Harbor. What is it you need to build for your greenhouse?
Good morning. I need to build a retaining wall, but before I do that, the other day, it was in the morning, and I crashed into the greenhouse with my skid steer.
Oh,
no.
When I was moving mud for my father-in-law digging out a pond.
First of all, how long have you been working on this greenhouse?
It took about a year. It's like 60 by 80 or something. So it's a pretty big one. You're able to stand up tall in there.
So is it salvageable after the damage done by the skid steer?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's just only on one side. My father-in-law, when we were building it, he had busted one of the rafters and just tore it all to heck.
Oh, no.
And real quick, because I'm ignorant to I know what a greenhouse is, but what do you plan on growing in the greenhouse?
My wife has flowers.
Nice.
10-acre flower farm.
Oh, awesome. Very cool. I'm jealous. I got greenhouse envy now.
Yeah, there's no chance we'll ever have a greenhouse. Between my wife and I, we try and plant things and we just watch them die. That's our fun summer activity. Let's try and grow strawberries. Okay.
This is our year, just like the Mariners.
We got 3 of them. We are the Seattle Mariners of gardening.
What is that one house project that just has not been done? 206-803-ROCK. Justin in Ferndale. How's your garage these days?
About the same as when we moved in.
Justin, I feel like you and I are the same person because that had been. We have a couple days off coming up, and I'm like, those days are the days I'm going to get this garage organized, and I probably won't.
Sure, yeah.
That was the exact same for me during Labor Day. It was also the first day of school for my kids. I took the full 4-day weekend. I was like, okay, let's get the garage done.
And I don't know.
Projects came up and all that. Nope.
Is it you or because it's mostly my crap that's gathering clutter in our garage, not my wife's. How is it for you?
I'd say it's about a 30-70, 30 on me, 70 on her. But then again,
then make her do it.
I swear, I feel like we organize the garage once a year, and then it goes back to hell.
And every year I'm like, I'm going to get all the shelving stuff and get it all set up so I can put like all the Christmas stuff up and away and get some of all my like hockey stuff out of the way too.
Drums.
They're all just everywhere. Everywhere.
Well, I do have a project for the Rockaholics this morning, and that is to defeat Steve Migs. If you would like to play Beat Migs, give us a call now, 206-803-ROCK. His record is 259 wins, 74 losses, and 45 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daly Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Ryan from Camino Island is. Ryan, are you there?
Yep.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Ryan has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am.
Who is the current host of Wheel of Fortune?
Pat Sajak.
No.
Pass.
What company has used the tagline, "Can you hear me now"?
Verizon.
Correct. Jason Momoa launched his own brand of what kind of alcohol?
Tequila.
No.
Whiskey.
No.
Rum.
No. The Springfield nuclear power plant is a fictional location in what animated sitcom?
The Simpsons.
Yes. Who was the official first emperor of Rome?
Pass.
Dr. Eggman is the main antagonist of what video game?
Pass.
What candy bar slogan is "You're not you when you're hungry"?
Snickers.
Correct. John Smith is the main character in what Disney movie? Is a main character.
Pocahontas.
Yes. What is the most populous city in Idaho?
Boise.
Correct. How many seasons did Modern Family have?
13.
No. Ryan, you ended up getting 5 correct, which is better than I thought you were going to get in the beginning there.
It's better than I've ever scored, and he's representing for my community, Camino Island, baby.
Oh, nice.
You're really gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna take that. Yeah. That many correct.
Stand with Camino, baby.
Wow, so you got faith. You got faith in Ryan.
Yes.
Wow, that's nice of you. Steve, I got faith in you.
Nice.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Who is the current host of Wheel of Fortune?
Not Patsy. Ryan Seacrest.
Correct.
How you liking him so far?
I'm liking him, actually.
Nice.
What company has used the tagline, "Can you hear me now"?
Can you hear me now? Verizon.
Correct. Jason Momoa launched his own brand of what kind of alcohol?
Vodka?
Yes. The Springfield nuclear power plant is a fictional location in what animated sitcom?
That's the place where we go to eat our animals, right? I believe it's The Simpsons.
Correct. Who was officially the first emperor of Rome?
Julius Caesar.
No.
Aphrodite.
No.
Rome. Sublime.
No. Dr. Eggman is the main antagonist of what video game?
Dr. Eggman? Is that Donkey Kong?
No.
Super Mario?
No.
Oh, man. Crap. Pass.
What candy bar slogan is "You're not you when you're hungry"?
Snickers.
Correct. John Smith is a main character in what Disney movie?
John Smith. Is that Aladdin?
No.
Frozen?
No.
Beauty and the Beast?
No. What is the most populous city in Idaho?
Boise.
Yes. Did he get it?
The music was still going.
Okay.
The
Fading out.
in the air.
Well, the only reason why I ask is because that's indeed the different maker, because you got 6 correct, which is a win, 6-5. That's why I asked. Yes. Wow. Sorry, Ryan.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Have a great one.
You know what? You're welcome. Ryan, I think might be living under a rock.
Why?
He didn't know Ryan Seacrest.
You know, not everybody knows everything.
Oh, yeah, but everyone should know that.
Not everybody knows everything.
Thanks, Steve. Clearly, you got 6 correct, so you don't know everything. Who was the official first emperor of Rome? You said...
Caesar.
It's Augustus.
Augustus Caesar.
I
You
forgot
said
about
the wrong
Augustus.
Caesar.
I should have just said Caesar.
Yeah, you should have, because I
acted
wouldn't
like
have
I
known
knew.
there's multiple. Taryn, Dr. Eggman, main antagonist of what video game?
You both said this was your favorite video game of all time yesterday.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
There you go. But Danny's disappointed.
I'm very
Sorry.
disappointed. I was like, wow, both of you.
I haven't played it in a minute.
Clearly.
I thought you have it on your phone.
I do.
Okay.
One that Ryan did get correct. John Smith is the main character in Pocahontas.
Oh, okay.
And then one you didn't get to. How many seasons did Modern Family have?
I'm going to go with 9.
You'd be wrong. It's 11.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
That was a funny show.
I never really watched it.
I was into it for like a season or two, and then I just kind of kept forgetting to watch it, and then eventually my DVR was getting full, and I'm like, screw it.
Well, yeah. If there's 11 seasons, it probably was getting very full.
It wasn't that bad, but it was still like there was too many episodes, and my wife was, you know how like you hit that point where you're like, I don't think she's vibing on this anymore.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm battling that with Cobra Kai.
Oh, okay.
The Netflix series.
Yep.
Which I can't really argue with her. This season hasn't been anything great. I think they're just getting too old, and it's not as much fun now.
Oh.
Now they're just like almost like 20-something kids pretending to be high school kids fighting.
Oh, boy.
And I don't know.
That happened with The Bear this season. George and I we always finish a season no matter what, and we have stopped right mid-through.
Because of all the feedback I've heard about the new season, we haven't even attempted to watch it
Don't.
yet. I think I'm just going to be happy it ended when it did.
Yeah.
Just accept it's over in
Yep,
your own world.
that's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
It's fine with me.
I'm kind of like that with Cobra. Maybe it's going to get better, but it's just not as much fun as it used to be.
Sure. Well, there is something fun happening on Sunday, September 29th at T-Mobile Park. That is Pink at the Park night with the Mariners. It is quite possibly the last game of the Mariners season. $10 of every ticket sold at mariners.com/pink at the park will be benefiting Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. Plus, you can get a limited edition Mariners themed Pink at the Park t-shirt. And those tickets are anywhere from $33 to $50. And again, it's mariners.com/pink at the
It
park.
may be the last game of the regular season.
The regular season.
As we head into the postseason.
Oh, boy, let's hope. A member of our show witnessed something epic yesterday, and it involved some stranger-on-stranger violence. We're going to find out what happened after the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The Daily Migs Show.
Sarah, yesterday, as I understand, you were out and about when you witnessed some violence.
I did. I feel like I rarely actually witness fights or anything. And so this was mind blowing to me. But I was going to my friend's house, and I was stopped at a red light, and the car next to me and a little in front of me, I could see was talking to a guy outside of the car that was had been on a Lime scooter. And so he was just holding his Lime scooter, and they were kind of yelling at each other. I could tell.
Is it one of those rental Lime scooter ones?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm not sure how it began, but he was just riding his scooter along and then stopped his scooter, went to this window and started yelling at this person. And then all of a sudden, this guy punches that person in the face because the window was down. And I was like, oh, what am I doing? I got to get my phone. I got to start recording this.
Not call 911 or anything.
That didn't even cross my mind at all, Steve.
It was all for the gram.
Right. Who cares about this guy's safety?
Yeah, because it kind of happened so fast. And I was like, person got punched. So I thought the person in the driver's seat was going to get out of the car. So I was like, got to capture this on film, put it on video. But then we got a green light. So then he didn't get out of the car. He just proceeded on.
He just kept driving?
He just kept driving.
He had to be somewhere probably.
And
or he knew he couldn't take this guy on.
That's what I think. And so then I just keep driving too. And the entire time the guy on the scooter is scootering away while giving the finger to the driver that he had just punched.
Oh, I bet Scooter Guy's now full of adrenaline. He just punched the dude and got nothing happened in return. So he probably feels like he's the most dominant person in the world.
Right. Well, and then I was thinking,
punch him in the face.
Yes. And then I was thinking if the person had come out of the car, would it have just been like a huge fight, or would he have just scooted away?
I feel like they would have fought.
I feel
like if you're going to scoot up to somebody, punch them through the window. I mean, the window's down, but still punch the guy in the face. If that guy gets out, you're probably going to still square up to fight.
Yeah.
I would think. And what are you going to do? Get on your scooter and like go away? Like, I feel like the guy in the car will eventually be able to catch him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and I will say, unless maybe the person getting out of the car, like all of a sudden was super huge or something, because this guy that was on the scooter, I was shocked he punched him. He looked like...
I want to know what happened. I feel like the car must have cut him off. This is what I'm picturing in my head. The car did something that potentially could have hurt the guy on the scooter, and he just snapped.
Right. That's what I was thinking, too, because maybe they had the walk when we had the stop. And
yeah, I thought it was just like, nice scooter, loser, or something like that. It was probably a little worse than that.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. Where I was, anyone kind of ticks anyone off. So if they did say...
angry, man. The road rage is just bonkers out there.
Yeah, but it was epic. I was like, oh, he just punched the person.
Dude, recently, it was one of the greatest things I ever witnessed. I was in the parking lot. If you probably know where I'm talking about, it's like there's a Walmart, there's the PetSmart, there's like all these different there's like, you know, all these different stores, right? So the parking lot gets a little crazy, and people are like trying to turn when they're not supposed to, and other people kind of like wave their arms and get annoyed. This happened. It was almost like a little bit of a standoff between in two cars. And one car and the other car. And I don't know exactly who was in the right and who was in the wrong, but it was one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed, because there was this little bit of like a standoff between the two cars, and one guy must have flipped off the other dude. And the other dude was in the car with like what looked like his mom, this old woman, and he didn't even miss a beat. The minute he got flipped off, he opened his door and got out, and he was doing that "I'm going to F you up" strut.
Oh, yeah.
And the other car just peeled out and went. And I was like, I don't know who was in the right and who was in the wrong, but what an awesome moment. Like, just to see, like, there was this, like this moment of, like, this guy's the king of the jungle.
Oh, yeah.
And the other guy did not want any of it.
And now it's, in this day and age, you have to let a cool head prevail, because you're going to end up on the internet if you don't.
But I feel like road rage is like a whole different, you know, even I rarely get road rage, but when I do, I feel like I could kick anyone's ass. But then I feel like you get out of the car and then you're like, maybe not.
Don't you drive like a grandma? I didn't know that you had road rage.
It's rare. It's very rare. But, you know, I feel like I can beat anyone up.
She has rage about everything, Taryn, even if she drives like a grandma.
I've gotten so chill. I don't gonna get road rage about anything. Every once in a while, though, I'll, you know, in my own car, I'll curse the person out, but I'm not like flipping them off, or I'm saying I don't got the time for it. The only thing that happens to me, though, is I will continue to hate whoever you're supporting with a bumper sticker.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't matter if I even like someone was driving super slow, and I'm like, Cougs suck. They're a Coug fan. I can't wait for the Huskies to beat your team.
Rude.
But until a Huskies person drives slow in front of me. It's the same. Like if they support a political party, all of a sudden I've just changed parties because I'm like, F that person. They stink. I don't know why, but like, that's my go-to is whatever you're promoting on your bumper sticker, I now hate.
Because you know it's going to hurt them if they hear you.
Even though they're not hearing me. My windows are up and I'm in a car.
Migs, you've played in some rec leagues, done the beer league hockey thing, right?
Yes.
Imagine playing with your donkeys and a former professional shows up to hang with your team.
That'd be amazing.
This actually happened, and there is a Pacific Northwest tie to it. We're going to tell you all about it at 7:20.
The Daily Migs Show. This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
A beer league hockey team put up a goalie wanted ad on Facebook. And who responded? Not Steve Migs.
No, I missed it.
Former NHL goalie Roberto Luongo.
It's funny. I don't think you're paying attention to the world of hockey goalie needs, but that's a hard position to fill sometimes for beer league games. So there are apps, there are Facebook groups, and some people even pay these guys to come play. They'll be like, hey, $50, or we'll take, or like X amount of dollars if you could play hockey for our team because we need a goalie. So I wonder if Roberto Luongo just saw that and thought, that'd be kind of funny. Why don't I go show up and I'll get a couple bucks out of the deal?
You can use $50. Well, we have some audio of the moment that Roberto Luongo walked into the locker room to offer some words of encouragement to his new team.
Ready, boys? Is there goalie, boys? We need some defense, okay? Play some defense today, Ross.
Play some defense. I love that.
It's a great speech.
And he's walking in, he's got some of his Florida Panthers gear, because he's based in Florida now because he works with the organization. He got a Stanley Cup ring, even though he didn't play with the team, but like he's part of like their management group. He had some Vancouver Canucks gear, some Florida Panthers gear on, and it was a cool visual to see him walk into the locker room, and all those guys were like, this is pretty freaking cool. We got Roberto Luongo as our goalie.
And they went on to win the playoff game 4-2, and they beat 5-time defending champions.
Oh, okay. So they beat the best team.
Yeah, and apparently for one of the opposing players, his name was Dean Greenwood, he did score against Roberto Luongo, which is like probably a lifetime high.
I did see a lot of people commenting on this, which I thought it kind of made my head hurt a little bit because like I can't believe he gave up 2 goals. Boy, he sucks. Or because it's like he hasn't been playing in a while, and also I've been lucky enough to play in like some pickup games with like guys that are in the WHL and like some really good goalies. And they will all say, I hate playing in levels that are not I don't know how to say, but beneath me. And they didn't say it that way. But basically, it's harder to play because at the top, when you're playing in the NHL, you almost can anticipate what a great player is going to do because they're so good. You know how they play. Whereas when you're playing some beer league schmuck like one of us, you don't know where that puck's going, so it's a lot harder to track what's happening. So anticipation is out the window.
They're not studying tapes from the beer league.
Right. More often than not, when a goalie plays at a lower level, they play way worse.
Wild.
Yeah.
Have you ever played in, who have you encountered like a famous hockey player when you've been?
I've been lucky. One time I got to play hockey with Marty McSorley. And Marty is known, he was a fighter. He was like basically Wayne Gretzky's enforcer. Oh. And he came out with Jamie Huscroft, who's a great dude. He's like, in my opinion, the ultimate ambassador to the sport. Before we had the crack, and Jamie Huscroft's a former NHL player, and I've been lucky enough to play with him for many years. He runs Snow King Ice over in Renton, and he brought Marty McSorley out for a pickup game and said, hey, do you want to play goalie? I was like, sure. Knowing full well he probably brought me out there so that Marty could score some goals. And he did.
How many goals did he score?
I think he scored once.
Nice.
It was still awesome. I think I was just like, my jaw was like, I can't believe I'm on the ice with a former NHLer that I grew up watching, who I always thought was like this badass dude.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You have a cool life, Steve Migs.
I don't know.
We've all
cool moments.
Cool moments for sure. We have all either met or had run-ins with a celebrity, but what about having a moment with a celebrity? Like how these guys were able to play hockey with a former NHL star. Give us a call, Rockaholics, 206-803-ROCK. When did you get to do something memorable with a celebrity? 206-803-ROCK. We will take your calls after Tool.
The Daly Migs Show.
Rockaholics, we want to know, when did you get to do something memorable with a celebrity? 206-803-ROCK. And considering the fact that we were just playing some Tool, I'm very excited to talk to Josh on 99. Josh, who gave you drum lessons?
Danny Carey gave me drum lessons once upon a time.
Dude, that's insane. That's not even an argument. One of the greatest rock drummers of all time.
I mean, unarguably.
How did this come about?
So I'm from West Virginia, and I was in Philadelphia at just the right place at the right time, and he was doing a clinic at Sam Ash for 2 days. And so I took 2 clinics, and at the end of the first clinic, he had 12 or 13 of us stay for like a little private, limb independence clinic. It was pretty dope.
Have you ever watched them those videos on YouTube called the Drumeo series?
Yeah.
And they've had one, I think, with Danny Carey before, if I remember correctly. And he just comes off as such a cool, chill dude.
He is, man, and he's a giant. He's shaking his hand. I'm a pretty big guy, and he shook my hand, and it was like just completely engulfed my hand.
And I think he's like 60-something, if I remember correctly. And he does not look it.
No. And then he wears those crazy outfits. He looks kind of like an alien or something like that when he wears his little skin tight onesies. He's so cool.
Oh, I haven't seen the skin tight onesie. I just remember him. He usually wears a Lakers basketball jersey. Whenever I've seen Tool perform, he's always wearing some kind of a sports jersey on.
So cool. Alice from Auburn, you got to meet Robin Williams.
I did. We were in California. My father was in the military, so we were in California. And so we're on the Oakland Bay Bridge, and it's just dead stop traffic. And I look over to my right, and I see the driver next to me. I'm like, no way. And he looks at me, he smiles, he nods, and then rolls down his window. And we talked for a good half an hour sitting there in traffic. Nicest person on earth.
That's pretty special.
What a weird way to have a conversation with someone, though, because you're stuck in traffic, and then there's no way for him to get away. So that's cool that he was awesome.
Yeah, he was. Oh my goodness! All the stories you hear about what a great person he was. He was just absolutely phenomenal. It was awesome.
John from Bremerton, what was the celebrity encounter that you had?
So my cool encounter was probably 8 years or so ago. I got a last-minute ticket to go see Five Finger Death Punch, and it was in Tri-Cities. So I hopped on my motorcycle, blasted over to Tri-Cities, and I ran into a pack of, 4 or 5 other guys on bikes. And I just kind of fell into the group, and we were riding around. I wasn't familiar with the area. And they end up going to the arena where the show was, and all these guys ride through a gate in the fence, and so they didn't let me through. And I recognized a beard, and I was like, that has to be Chris Cale from Five Finger Death Punch. So later on in the show, I'm standing there way in the back watching the opening band. Not sure who, I can't remember who it was. And there's a guy standing next to me, and he's drinking a cup of black coffee, and I could smell it. And I was like, that's really strange at a concert. And I look over, and it's Chris Cale right next to me. So I did a double take, and not to geek out on it, but I was like, man, you're Chris Cale, and I'm pretty certain I was riding motorcycles with you today. And so he's like, that was you? And so he invited me off over to the side of the stage.
Awesome.
A little bit. He pointed at the gate off to the side, and he was like, meet me over there in 10 minutes. And the next thing I know, he's standing over there. I go walk over there, pulled me off behind the stage, took a bunch of pictures, was talking with everybody.
That is funny. For a half a second, I'm like, oh, that would have been hilarious if you just kind of were able to ride in with all of those guys and then just end up back there. But long story short, you ended up back there.
Yeah, it was super cool. And they were all really down to earth, just how it all worked out. And just still, obviously we've all been to a concert or two. I think the last thing anyone was expecting was someone to be drinking coffee next to him.
Right.
Inviting you to join Five Finger Death Punch's motorcycle
I've heard
gang.
nothing but great things about those guys. In fact, I remember when Windowpane, Glenn Cannon's old band, from Glenn Cannon to Damage Done, they toured with Five Finger Death Punch. And when Ivan, the lead singer, realized that they were just all sleeping in a small van, cramped up in a van, he's like, no. And he got them a hotel room, and I either crashed with them or he got them in their own, personal hotel room. And I was like, that's a stand-up move by those guys.
When did you get to do something memorable with a celebrity? 206-803-ROCK. Preston, you're on I-5, and what local band did you use to jam with?
Morning, guys. I used to jam with Queensryche, and I didn't even realize it was Queensryche. Before we get to that, I got something here for Steve. Ready?
My man, Preston. You're the best.
Yeah.
So what instrument do you play?
I play a little bit of everything, but back then my first instrument's drums. So then I was drumming a lot, and my buddy Dave had a house up in Rose Hill in Kirkland, and it was just a jam house. It was your usual, 90s, early 2000s crusty old jam house. and guys would come in and out all the time. We'd just be jamming all the time. And it wasn't until years after the fact that my mom was like, because my mom used to manage the band there, and not Queensryche, but my buddy's band. And she's like, hey, you remember Mike and Scott and Jeff and everybody? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you know who that is, right? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I think they're touring or something. Like, yeah, that's Queensryche. And as soon as she said Queensryche, I'm like, holy crap, Mike, Scott, Jeff, that makes sense.
I need to put two and
Connect all
two
the
together.
dots.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, I think we could make something memorable happen this morning, Steve Migs.
Oh, what is it?
We could have a rockaholic call you up and beat you down.
I figured that's where we were going with this.
Yeah. Steve's got a record of 260 wins, 74 losses, and 45 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 7:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Lance from Graham is. Lance, are you there?
I am here. Let's do this.
Let's do this. And I have to tell you, Lance, if you listen to the men's room at 4:40 every day, our wonderful Taryn Daly is going to give you a cheat sheet to the 750 Beat Migs. So if you were listening, she gave out 3 answers yesterday.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. So let's see how you do. Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Lance has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's go.
How many sides does a hexagon have?
5.
No.
6.
Correct. What musician recently admitted to fathering a baby outside of his marriage?
Dave Grohl.
Yes. Jelly bean, ice cream sandwich, and donut are all versions of which operating system?
Repeat, please.
Jelly bean, ice cream sandwich, and donut are all versions of which operating system?
Pass. No idea.
Mexican Independence Day is in what month?
September.
Correct. Bill Batson is the alter ego of which superhero?
The Flash?
No.
Green Lantern?
No.
I don't know. Pass.
Gerard Mayo is the current head coach for what NFL team?
Indianapolis Colts?
No.
Jesus. I'm a big football fan, too. I don't know. Pass.
Molly Ringwald played Andy Walsh in what 80s movie?
16 Candles.
No.
Pretty in Pink.
Correct. Jerry Springer passed away last year from what kind of cancer?
Lung.
No. Lance, you got 4 correct.
Ugh, brutal.
And I will say, if you did listen at 4:40 to Taryn's cheat sheet, the 3 answers that you did not know were the answers she gave away.
Okay.
So,
I'm just trying to hook the Rockaholics up, you know?
And we're trying to have people defeat Steve. He's not even at 100 losses this year, and I cannot wait till that day.
It's not going to happen.
It's going to happen, and then you're finally going to get a confetti cannon because you've always wanted one for your wins, but no, I'm going to celebrate your losses.
Maybe I should start throwing the game just so I could get my confetti cannon.
Okay.
I don't like that either.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah! I might bring in my own confetti cannon.
Oh, for yourself?
Blast it in your face.
That's sad.
I would love that.
Yeah.
How many sides does a hexagon have?
5.
No.
10.
No.
11.
Oh, my God, no.
8.
What musician recently admitted to fathering a baby outside of his marriage?
That would be Dave Grohl.
Sure would be. Jelly bean, ice cream sandwich, and donut are all versions of which operating system?
Excuse me? I have no idea. Jelly bean, donut,
and ice cream sandwich.
Google?
No.
I don't know. iOS.
No.
Android.
What? Yes. Woo-hoo. Mexican Independence Day is in what month?
May.
No.
Oh. What month are we in? September.
Yes. Bill Batson is the alternate ego for what superhero?
The Incredible Hulk.
No.
Oh. I don't know. Pass.
Gerard Mayo is the current head coach for what NFL team?
That would be the New England Patriots.
Correct. Molly Ringwald played Andy Walsh in what 80s movie?
Pretty in Pink?
Yes. Jerry Springer passed away last year from what kind of cancer?
Butt.
No.
Lung.
No.
Skin.
No. What do they call butt cancer? Is there a butt cancer?
Colorectal cancer?
Rectal? Colon?
Okay.
Yes.
Steve, somehow you got 5 correct, which is not great, but it is better than Lance. 5-4.
Let's go.
Dang. Nice game, Steve. Love the show, guys.
Lance, you rock.
We love you. That was a little rough, though.
Whatever. I
I got to give a shout out to Justin in Ferndale because Jelly Bean, ice cream sandwich, and donut are all versions of which operating system, and it is Android. And he gave me that question, and then I was like, they have the most fun, like, food names for their operating systems.
I feel like they've created a way more fun atmosphere, too, as a way of, like, trolling all the iPhone people.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you guys have fun with your iPhone stuff and the new iPhone 16. We over here are already doing everything that you guys are excited about.
Yeah.
And we have fun names like Jelly Bean.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
So what is a Jelly Bean?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's so many, though. There's like gingerbread. There's cookie.
They actually don't know what it means.
We're going to recruit Sarah.
I have no idea what this is then.
I feel like Sarah's right on the fringe of switching.
No, she's not.
They got some fun names.
It took her forever to figure out an iPhone. You think she wants to switch over?
Oh, God.
She had a flip phone for years.
No.
Yeah.
I would still have a flip phone if I could.
Well, it makes sense because she is 40. So.
Yeah.
Wow. Someone wants to get punched in the face. Woo, Bill Batson
maybe I don't need to be sitting between the two of you ladies. Little cat fights about that.
Bill Batson is the alter ego of which superhero? Taryn, you gave this answer on the men's room at 4:40. Do you remember?
I don't remember. I don't remember the question. I only remember the answer.
Shazam.
Oh.
It's the superhero that... Is he really a superhero? And Jerry Springer passed away last year from what kind of cancer? You also gave this answer away. Do you remember?
Was it prostate?
Sure wasn't. Wow. Maybe this is more of the game.
Pancreatic.
There we go.
There. I did the other P.
Do you go on there and give these answers when you're high?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you even read the question? Or do you just read the answer I give you?
It's in one ear and out the other sometimes.
I think all the time.
Really?
Somehow Steve won, though. Congrats.
Thank you.
KISW presents the Halloween Hullabaloo on October 13th at the Showware Center in Kent. And if you would like a shot at winning VIP tickets to the show, you can donate blood tomorrow, Friday the 13th at the Showware Center, and you'll be entered for the chance to win those tickets. They are on sale now, and you can get all the info at KISW.com. By the way, space is quite limited for the blood drive with Bloodworks Northwest, so sign up before that space is all gone. Last night, Linkin Park played their first full concert with their new lead singer, Emily Armstrong, in Los Angeles.
Did you catch any of the videos of it?
I did not.
Oh, man, I was watching. I got sucked in this morning. I was like pulling up everybody on YouTube that posted some of the stuff. It sounded really, really cool. The whole crowd is basically just singing with her the entire time.
Well, we have a friend. We have a friend who was there to witness the greatness. It's our buddy Matt from the podcast, and we're going to get his review of the show after Alice in Chains.
The Daily Migs Show.
Last night, Linkin Park played their first full concert with their new lead singer, Emily Armstrong. It happened in L.A., and we have some audio from the night.
Too much pressure to take. I felt this way before. So insecure.
Dude, the whole place looked like they were just having, I hate to say it sounds cheesy, but like a spiritual moment. Like you look at the entire crowd, and I think it's like there's a look on everybody's face like, I cannot believe we're finally getting to see Linkin Park again. And I thought she did a great job.
Well, let's find out if it was, in fact, a spiritual experience, because our friend Matt from the podcast was there at the sold-out event last night. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Taryn. It's good to hear from you.
How awesome was that last night for you?
Oh, man, it was everything I hoped it could be and even more.
And they played for, it looked like almost 30 songs. Like, I think it was like 27 songs on the set list.
Yeah, it was well over 2 hours. And, you know, they played songs throughout their entire career. It's just, you forget how long they've been going at it, man. There was so many songs to choose from. It was amazing.
So what was the energy like the moment that they took the stage for you and for everybody? It was sold out in L.A.?
Yeah. The anticipation was, as crazy as I've ever experienced at a concert. I've been to so many, but, you know, with the circumstances and Emily coming in, everybody was just so excited and, you know, I think mostly curious, but just, you know, through the roof excitement to see what she was going to do in person. And she was just incredible. She won everyone over within the first couple songs. And, it was a lot of fun.
I also saw that in the set list they showed like in a couple moments where Emily and also Mike Shinoda kind of addressed the crowd. What were the things that they were saying to everybody there?
They were talking about, coming in and reforming and her trying to, do her own thing and how everyone was welcoming her. Like I don't know if people were on the fence that went to the show. I know the internet says what they say, but like if there were any non-believers left by the end of Giving Up, they had all converted. Like she just amazed everyone, and some of those lyrics, like hearing her sing Chester's, that's when, Steve, when you said it was a spiritual experience, it 100% was. There were some lyrics that just like stopped me in my tracks.
Wow. And I'm glad you mentioned the internet thing, because it's like moments like that where you realize just how like social media is really not that real at the end of the day. Like some people just lose their minds. If you get absorbed and sucked into whatever it is on social media, you think the whole world's falling apart, and then you go and actually be around people or go to a concert and you just realize, okay, this is completely a different vibe than what people are making it out to be on social media. So I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, no, it was all positive energy and supportive. I mean, just imagine what Emily had to do to step into Chester's shoes like that. Like, that is incredible. And like everybody there wanted to see her succeed, wanted to make it a magical night, and it really was.
It felt a lot like, for me, just watching the YouTube videos, so I wasn't there, but like it felt a lot like how Allison Chains is now with William Duvall, with how she doesn't sound like Chester. I mean, there'll be moments where maybe like it's reminiscent of Chester, but she's serving the songs in her own way. And so long as you got like Mike, no different than with Alice, as long as you got Jerry, it will sound like Linkin Park. It will sound like Allison Chains, but they're not trying to be, an imitation version of the singer that's no longer with us.
Yeah, that's a great point. I was at that band practice they did at the Moore, and yeah, very similar thing of just learning to kind of make the space for the new stuff, honor the old stuff, and just have a good time, while we're here now.
And we were talking yesterday a little bit about like you've seen Linkin Park before. How many times have you seen them?
This would be my third, but they were the first show I ever saw, also at the Moore. Yeah, that was the first night I met you, Steve, over 20 years ago.
I can't believe that was 20 years ago. Okay, I have a question. That Moore Theater show that they did, I'll still remember that as being one of the... They were on fire. They were so good. Do you remember... Maybe I'm the only one that remembers. There was this cute girl in the crowd, right? And she was basically she was crowd surfing. And I was like, no, that girl's cute. And then you look at her shirt. I don't know if you remember this. It might be just me that was forever sticking in my head. And she had a shirt that she clearly had made herself with like those puffy letters. Mm-hmm. And it said, Chester, you can molest me. I was like, what the... Because you're like the old Chester molester thing. I was like, yeah. I remember watching this girl, and then I finally zoned in on her shirt, and I'm like, oh, that shirt's very interesting.
That's hilarious. I don't remember that, but I will now.
Like, what? I was like, they need that. I was like, no, you can't sell this shirt. But that shirt was like the highlight of the entire concert. I was like, this is so ridiculous.
So good.
Like, what an aggressive way to try and hit on the lead singer.
Well, Matt, thank you so much for giving us your concert review. Now you're in this elite club who has actually seen the new iteration of Linkin Park, and we're very jealous and hope that we get to do the same pretty soon.
Yeah, we were on the rail. We were front row. It was in the round, so there was more rail access, but I got a pretty good video of In the End. You can head to the podcast on X to check that out.
Did you shed any tears last night?
No, during the live stream I cried 4 times, and then... That was when I realized, I was like, what is going on? I looked online, and they're like, there's a show in L.A. next week. And I was like, I have to get tickets.
And real quick, which song was your favorite of all the songs from last night?
So Points of Authority is like one of my favorite songs of all time. And they played that early in the set list, and I absolutely lost my mind.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you, Matt. And we'll have to get another concert review next time you do something awesome out of state for us.
My pleasure. Good to talk to you.
Right on, Matt. Have a good one.
And check out the podcast on the Odyssey app.
Heck yeah. Now, the new iPhone was unveiled this week, and many are very excited about it. But some are not too pleased. So we will go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
At the beginning of the week, Apple unveiled the brand new iPhone 16, and this will be the company's first model with artificial intelligence capabilities.
Ooh.
They got robots in there.
Is it now available to purchase starting tomorrow? Yep. It's tomorrow, right? Friday.
Danny's like first in line.
Danny, are you leaving the show today to get in line?
I have never once waited in line for an iPhone.
But today's
put that out there.
Many people just like Danny are very excited about this one, while others are not so excited. So we'll go straight to the comments.
Found some of our comments and posts about this, and we said, hey, Jason, here you go. Go through them, pick out some of your favorite comments, Jason, our production director, and pick them out and then reenact them however you'd like, just to illustrate how crazy and stupid people get on social media. And I think it really doesn't matter what it is. It could be sports, it could be movies, it could be celebrity gossip, or cell phones. People lose their minds online. Are you ready for the first comment?
Let's go.
All right.
Maybe they should work on a phone that can go for more than 5 minutes without dropping a call, okay?
Eventually it starts working again. Is it the provider or is it the cell phone?
I think that's a provider issue.
Yeah. You iPhone haters, you got that problem too, you ding-dongs. Yeah. All right.
Oh, great. Now I have to hear my idiot Apple cult friends drool over features that my Android has had for years, said Taryn Daly.
The entire time we're listening to that, Taryn's just nodding her head in approval.
That's right.
Yeah. Take that, you guys.
I can't wait to buy one. I have been starving my children for the last 4 months so that I can afford it.
That's good parenting right there.
How much does it cost?
Like $1,000?
Wow.
It depends on your storage, people. Okay? Yeah, you have to decide which kind of storage, how much you need, and what features you want. Okay.
What?
But you could also buy it and put it on a payment plan.
Yeah,
so that
Taryn.
every month when you get your bill from like Verizon, for instance, which I have, they just add extra like $20 or $30 a month until it pays it off. And by the time you pay it off, your phone stops working, so you have to get a new one, and then it's all back.
How much does your Android cost? Aren't they $1,000?
I mean, I feel like when I trade it in, it's only like a couple $100.
Oh, same with the iPhone. If you trade it in, you can get a discount.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Be so snobby.
I don't know anything about iPhones because I've never had one.
You're showing it right now.
I'll stick with my flip phone, you
That was from Sarah. Yeah. Did you see also the earbuds have something new going on? I don't know what they are. I think they patch in, I think, stuff that you could say during a presidential debate. I think that's what. No, I'm kidding. That's the latest rumor that's going on.
Lord.
And the Apple Watch apparently will monitor you for, and I'm sure some Android watch does it already, for sleep apnea.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I need to get that for George.
Does he have the CPAP?
No, he doesn't have anything. He hasn't done the test yet.
Neither has Steve.
I know. We should do it together, me and George.
Oh, my God. Could they tuck you into the same little bed?
Yeah, and then you guys could just wear your watches and hold hands together.
Somehow you're turning this into The Notebook, and I don't want to do it now.
Now we're really doing it.
One more comment about the new iPhones.
Can the AI answer the phone and pretend it's me when my nagging wife calls me at work? If not, no thanks.
Okay. You know what? We're probably a year away from that actually happening, where your phone can answer as you.
Yeah. That's scary.
It's super scary, but I mean, the AI stuff is happening super fast. Like where we were a year ago to where we are now is like night and day.
For sure. Imagine this, if you will.
Okay.
Getting intimate with your person, throwing your phone down, and it accidentally turns on Instagram Live so that all of your 3.2 million followers hear what you're doing.
I am so fired up about this story. I spent so much time yesterday laughing about this. I am so excited we get to talk about it.
This happened to someone, and we're going to tell you what's trending after Guns N' Roses.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know that many of you are just waking up and you've pulled your phone out and pop culture is overwhelming you to no end. So we're here to help break it down for you and tell you what's trending.
Stranded on the Daily Migs Show. Stranded, let's go. Let's go.
The 2024 MTV Video Music Awards took place last night in New York.
Did anybody watch it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
It was hosted by Megan Thee Stallion. Don't you love her?
I love her.
And you didn't watch any of it?
No.
And then your girl Taylor Swift ended up being the top winner. She got 7 trophies out of 12 nominations. She has surpassed Beyonce's total career VMA wins at 25 with a total of 30 now.
And no cameo from Kanye, unfortunately.
No. She got Artist of the Year and Song of the Summer, which is the song Fortnite. It's a collab with Post Malone. And also now the first artist to win Video of the Year 5 times, again for Fortnite.
And I hate to be the broken record. I'm sure everyone has the same opinion. Like, why is the MTV even doing these anymore when they don't show any music videos on their channel? But somebody did say on a worldwide level, there are places in other countries where MTV still shows music videos.
It's just because we're garbage people that want to watch trash TV instead?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's disappointing. Chapel Roan, she picked up Best New Artist. And as far as the winner for Best Rock Video goes, it went to Lenny Kravitz with the song Human.
Wait, this is Lenny Kravitz? I've heard this song so many times.
What did you think it was? Panic at the Disco?
No, I thought it was Bruno Mars or something.
That's fair, actually.
It is pretty poppy.
It's got a funky feel to it. I don't hate the song. I'd argue that there's probably better rock videos out there. I don't know which ones, but I feel like we could probably find a handful that should get it over this.
I like the other video that he released where he's like pretty much naked. Remember that one, Sarah?
Oh, I do. I'll never forget that one. And I'm watching The Human right now, the music video, and it's nothing special.
Right, he's wearing clothes.
Which is rude.
And it's just him performing like in the streets with like a giant speaker. It's cool looking, but
people are floating in the air.
What are you going to do? Speaking of people getting naked, I don't know if you guys heard about this story, but this might be the story of the year, if you ask me. So do you know Shannon Sharp?
Oh, yeah.
Club Shay Shay, former NFL player, now is like an analyst, podcast host, all that. Well loved by so many people, including his partner, because he accidentally broadcast an intimate moment between him and his lady on Instagram Live. It went live to over 3.2 million followers. And originally, he said that his account was hacked. And I think everyone's like, come on, how is that even possible? Because you don't see anything. You hear plenty, but you don't see anything. So you just kind of like see like looks like a wood dresser or a wood table or something along those lines. And then you just hear all the sounds. Well, eventually, I think he caught enough crap about it on his Nightcat podcast, which is appropriately named. He addressed what happened and talked about how embarrassed he was.
Even when I'm behind closed doors, I still try to remain a level of professional, although I'm in the privacy of my own home. I'm very disappointed in myself, not for the act. I think there are millions and billions of people of consenting age that engage in activities.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right about that. People have sex.
Yep.
But to have your most intimate detail on the audio to be heard, I'm disappointed in myself. But guys, this was not staged. Came in, I threw my phone on the bed, engaged in an activity. I did not know.
Engaged in an activity? Yeah, we heard it.
I did not know IG Live. I've never been on IG Live. I've never turned IG Live on.
Imagine that's the first time you go on Instagram Live and everyone's like, oh, Shannon Sharp's going live on Instagram. Let's check it out.
Made quite a splash.
So I don't know how it works. All of a sudden, my other phone is going off and people are calling me.
Hey, 2 phones?
Yeah.
Different life, man.
FaceTime that I've never talked to a day in my life on FaceTime. And it didn't, I'm like, why are y'all calling me FaceTime?
Because they want to see what you're doing, man.
So it sounds like you were having sex. Man, my heart sank.
Oh,
it dropped.
That is rough. One of my highlights, favorite moments was, so people are commenting, it's a live feed. So you see the comments showing up. And for us wrestling fans, R-Truth. He's awesome. He's hilarious. And he just kept commenting the whole time. And somebody screen grabbed all of his comments. And it's like R-Truth wrote, Unk grunting like an Oga. He's giving her that Hawk Tua. Then finally goes, are they blanking using the F word? Excuse my French. Another one, he says, that's not PG. He says, hang up the phone.
Oh, my God.
Do you know how long they were live for?
Long enough for a lot of people to be paying attention to what was going on.
Did you get to hear any of the audio?
I did. Because it's out there. People screen grabbed it. I mean, it's just a bunch of moments.
No. Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly her.
Oh, boy.
He seems like he's very talkative in his podcast, not so much in the...
Wait, like this?
Yeah, actually, that's it.
That's
right
it.
There.
Yeah. Or just a parrot, but whatever.
We have actually more audio from it. Yeah. I mean, he did say something during it though, at one point.
Oh my God.
I love parrots and turtles.
I think that's why R-Truth was so confused.
You may have heard that we are doing a fantasy football league against the men's room. And one of the punishments is if your team does the worst over the weekend, you have to come on the other show's show and play one of the games.
Okay.
So, spoiler alert, a member of the men's room, also known as a loser,
will
be joining us to take on Steve at Beat Migs. And we're going to do that at 8:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
You hear that, America? The mountain is calling. Calling you on this cloudy Saturday morning with a very important message.
Get off your ass.
So grab an ice cold Mountain Dew, some friends, and do something you'll enjoy even more than the pop culture convos you're consuming. The mountain is calling. Answer. Do the do.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Mike Hawk from the men's room is.
I don't know. I thought I was ready to beat him this last week, but we'll have to get into that a little bit later.
Yeah,
Yes.
spoiler alert, you didn't.
On it.
Sure didn't. You are here because you lost this week of fantasy football.
That's correct. How do you people do this every day?
Is it a little early for you?
It's a little on the early side for me, yeah.
Your eyes are barely open.
Well, I haven't had my 6 cups of coffee just yet, so I'm working on it.
Which number are you on right now?
This is, I think, cup number 2. I've downed one since I've been here, so I'm working on it.
Good, I got you at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this. All right, Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Mike Hawk has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's find out.
How many degrees are in a circle?
360.
Woo! Yes, the Apple Cup is this weekend against what 2 teams?
The Washington and WSU.
Correct. Mandy Moore sings When Will My Life Begin in what 2010 animated Disney movie?
Pass.
What planet has 28 known moons?
Jupiter.
No.
Saturn.
No.
Is that Uranus?
Yeah, sure is.
All right.
What is the last name of Dr. Phil?
Ooh. Johnson.
No.
McCracken.
No.
Pass.
Which rapper is co-producer of the Super Bowl halftime show?
Oh, it was, is that Kendrick Lamar?
No.
No. Damn it, pass.
The drama CSI stands for what?
Crime scene investigation.
Correct. James Earl Jones played Mr. Myrtle in what 90s baseball movie?
Sandlot.
Yes. What color is the L in the Google logo?
Ooh, is that red?
No.
Blue.
No.
Green.
Yes. Typically, a full-size piano has how many keys?
88.
Yes. Mandy Moore sings When Will My Life Begin in what 2010 animated Disney movie?
2010 animated Disney movie. Oh, is Emma Watt? No. Damn.
Nope.
How'd I do?
Mike, you got 7 correct.
Okay.
That's not bad.
You know what? I was like I said, I was confident going into this last week. So I've seen Steve come from behind many a time. So we'll see how this works out here.
And I will say you played the game very well.
I appreciate
You
that.
passed when you didn't know.
I tried.
Woo.
I saw Steve just staring down Mike the entire
I
game.
was.
Intimidation.
I am the tiger, baby. Let's do this.
You know, usually I root against Steve, and I'm doing the same. Mike, I hope you win.
Okay.
I hope you win.
Thank you.
I almost said a bad word.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Steve, are you ready? Yes! How many degrees are in a circle?
360.
Correct. The Apple Cup is this weekend against what 2 teams?
Oh, the Huskies and the dumb Cougars.
You know it. Mandy Moore sings When Will My Life Begin in what 2010 animated Disney movie?
I don't know. Pinocchio?
No.
Aladdin?
No.
Princess Bride?
No. What planet has 28 known moons?
Oh, that'd be Uranus, Sarah.
Sure is.
For real?
Yep. What is the last name of Dr. Phil?
McCracken.
No.
Yes.
Phil McGraw.
Yes. Which rapper is co-producer of the Super Bowl halftime show?
Future?
No.
No. Oh, crap. The guy that doesn't like Drake. What the hell is his name? Wiz Khalifa.
I saw both those artists recently,
I'll
though.
come back to it. Pass.
The drama CSI stands for what?
Crime scene investigation.
Correct. James Earl Jones played Mr. Myrtle in what 90s baseball movie?
The Sandlot.
Yes. What color is the L in the Google logo?
Green?
It is. And with that,
Come on.
Steve, you got 7 correct, which is a mother frickin' tie. 7 to 7.
All right. I didn't do my show wrong this time. Okay.
That almost is like worse than one of you losing, you know?
Who's the rapper?
Okay. I think you're thinking of Kendrick Lamar.
I am.
Now, he's performing.
Right.
I said which rapper is co-producer of the Super Bowl halftime show.
I haven't heard this.
Dr. Dre?
No, he's married to Beyonce.
Jay-Z. Jay-Z.
Yes. This was
Kendrick
news
Lamar,
to me, too.
I'm glad that wasn't the answer because it was really making me mad that I
Yeah.
couldn't think of it.
I like that you said Future and Wiz Khalifa. Like, so random. Danny, Mandy Moore sings When Will My Life Begin in what 2010 animated Disney movie?
Tangled.
Oh, that's right.
Boom. Is that the long hair girls?
Rapunzel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Tatum loves Rapunzel.
And
she's the best.
She
One
puts
you
a
didn't.
towel on her head and she'll be like, Daddy, I'm Rapunzel. And I'm like, I don't even know what that means. So I had to Google it. And I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now.
You didn't know who Rapunzel was?
By name. I didn't know what the hell her story was.
Let down your hair?
Oh, like I'm sorry, I'm not keeping up on all the fairy tales, you guys.
He's mad about it because he doesn't have any hair.
Oh. Yes,
Wait.
Daddy. That's exactly what it is.
Don't say that with Mike in the room. That's
I know.
rude.
That's baldness there, Danny. Come on.
There's a lot of bald shaming in this room.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Well, now we got some representation in here. Let's get it done.
Let's get Thrill in here, too.
Yeah.
And then the tides have turned.
Bring Ted in.
And Castle. And Castle.
There's so many of you.
Overwhelm y'all.
Yes.
I am overwhelmed just thinking about it.
I have thought that we need more bald, bearded men on this radio station.
I have never thought that once.
Come on, Sarah.
Oh, my God.
You're next.
Should I just take the hair from my head and put it on my face?
Yes.
Ooh. One you didn't get to. Let's see if you would have got it right. Typically, a full-size piano has how many keys?
88.
Damn it. Wow, you would have won if you got to it.
I would have.
Too bad, so sad. Good job on tying.
Thanks.
Rockaholics, you are invited to join the Mariners and Making Strides Against Breast Cancer for the 3rd annual Pink at the Park. That is happening on Sunday, September 29th, which will be the very last game of the regular season.
Until the postseason.
That's right. $10 of every ticket sold through mariners.com/pink at the park will benefit the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer group. Plus, you'll get to head home with a limited edition Mariners Pink at the Park t-shirt. Tickets are $33 for view level, $50 for main level. And again, that website, mariners.com/pink at the park. So, Mike, we got to have you stick around because we want to know, how did the fantasy football games go against us and the men's room? We'll talk about it after Rush.
The Daily Migs Show.
The NFL season is underway, and so is our fantasy football season versus the men's room. And we have the one and only Mike Hawk from the men's room in studio to chat about our league.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Mikey.
How do we feel? So I know that there's some new timers here as far as fantasy football goes. Do we feel a little bit more confident and a little bit more understanding of how everything works in there?
Oh, Mike. Unstoppable force over here. The Bowie buddies are. I knew Danny did everything right. A sign of a good assistant GM is to let the GM do his magic. And my friend John Schneider, a.k.a. Danny V over there, did some magic.
You're welcome, Steve.
Now, next week, I might have a completely different answer and attitude towards Danny. But right now, I'm loving everything that he did.
So we remember that Danny during the draft kind of stuck towards the Seahawks camp, as it were. But your big pickups there that really helped you out this last week was Isaiah Likely over in Baltimore, who was an absolute touchdown machine and a great wide receiver option out there for him.
Duh.
The only mistake that he made was not putting Daniels in from Washington as your quarterback. You guys did miss out on about 14 points on that one. Not that you guys really needed it, because for whatever reason, my team just absolutely crapped the bed. I had to make a couple switches on actual Monday because Christian McCaffrey was officially ruled out. He's supposed to be this major point machine, and he was questionable for the longest time. I said, wait for it. He's good for it. He wasn't good for it. He finally went down and out, so I had to rearrange a couple things, and I had a lot of players that should have done good that kind of failed me. So we did the big Black Hawks, which is led by me and co-coached by Miles Montgomery. We did come in fourth.
Hate when that happens.
And then you, as the Bowie Buddies, did put up 117 points to come in second place for the week.
Dude, not bad for us.
Not bad at all.
I always love when the non-knowledgeable football fans in a fantasy league beat the knowledgeable football fans.
That ends up being the case, is that whoever just doesn't really care, and not to say that you guys don't care, but the one that doesn't...
Hold on, Mike. We don't care.
Don't care at all. The one that puts no thought into it, doesn't care a bit, they'll just win the league and say, this is fun. No, it's not. It's not fun at all. I hate fantasy football. But on the other side, and the other matchup was 90 pounds of D taking on the touchdown tacos with Sarah and Taryn.
Oh, D versus tacos.
That's
So appropriate.
And while it was a good matchup, the touchdown tacos did come in third for the week after losing to the first place 90 pounds of D, putting up 125 points to take the first week. Even with Puka Nacua on that team, ending up on the IR later on in his game.
Wow.
So they actually had a player go down there.
So they're the team to beat right now.
They're the team to beat right now with Tyreek Hill putting up crazy amounts of points after getting arrested.
That was like, I mean... That whole story is bonkers when you really listen to it. Just like what happened. It just seemed like everything that was going wrong went wrong. It was just an awful story.
Right.
And then the dude still ends up going out there and scoring a touchdown.
Yes, he goes out and he slays. And then he even, did his celebration where he looked like he was getting arrested.
I have to say, that was pretty hilarious.
That was pretty good.
I know some people that, I'm sure there's plenty of football purists that act like you've been there before that hated that, but it's supposed to be fun. Yeah. Sports is supposed to be fun, and I thought that was hilarious.
Absolutely. And honestly, looking at the team, 90 pounds of D did put a really good team together as far as last week goes. They were really hard, if not impossible, to beat. So to the touchdown tacos, it was a well-fought battle.
Thank you.
You guys were fighting the Titan there, so that creates a little bit of difficulty. I did look ahead into next week. There's going to be now infighting between shows here as the Big Black Hawks in fourth place are taking on the first place 90 pounds of D next week. And then you two in the Touchdown Tacos are taking on you two in the Bowie Buddies next week.
Let's go.
Do we have does it give you a little look ahead at what's projected already, or do we not have projections?
It absolutely does. So for you guys, it's not exactly a dead even heat, but I will recommend to you Touchdown Tacos.
Don't tell them to do anything.
Do not follow the projections at all because you two are projected to win by 69%.
Ooh.
Nice.
But...
What?
Any given Sunday, man.
A lot of people have doubted us since week one. And we came out and we crushed you guys.
And you crushed it.
So, and what is... Do we have a game tonight? Is Thursday Night Football happening?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Thursday Night
So,
Football on tonight.
Yeah.
So let me see who's active there.
And I also want to say the Bowie Buddies may not care. My Touchdown Taco buddy may not care, but I am invested in this, so I care.
Well, because of your husband, George, is like...
He's
like the secret...
mentor.
Investor of this team.
Yes. How many
Not
times
so
this past
secret.
week has he been like, what are you doing? So I'm like, babe, you're in charge.
He's the shadow GM.
He is.
He really is, because I don't think they're actually making any decisions for themselves.
No, they're just listening to what George says.
Yeah.
Whereas Danny and I, whatever Danny ends up doing, I personally, this is why I suck at fantasy football. I forget, and then the games start, and I'm like, I never changed my lineup.
Yeah, you didn't even know on Thursday that there was a game tonight on Thursday Night Football. You just You just
I was just
remembered
making
that.
sure.
Why wouldn't there be? It's Thursday night football.
I don't know. Sometimes they wait till like later in the season to start these things. so.
Exactly.
I don't even know how to log
Do not
into
give
the
him a pass.
website.
No, he's right though. Sometimes they wait a little bit later to start. Thursday night at 5:30 every week.
How are the Billy Buddies?
Watch.
I mean, have you updated your lineup at all there, Sarah?
Absolutely.
You have. Okay.
Oh, all last night.
So who do you have that's playing tonight?
Whoa.
Nobody. That's the right answer.
Let's phone a friend. Let's call George.
It's the Dolphins and the Bills tonight, which means Tyreek Hill needs to have a really bad game for me tonight. Because I'm playing up against him, so he needs to go down hard.
I mean, if you're a superstitious person, he should probably try and get arrested again. See,
Leave him locked up
best.
this time.
He plays best with a chip on his shoulder.
He really does.
Rockaholics.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, thank you
guys.
so much, Mike.
Good luck this week.
We know that you are a massive music fan as a rockaholic, but do you think that you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? Prove it, and you will win tickets to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra at Climate Pledge Arena on Saturday, November 23rd. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
As we face colder nights, do you wonder if it's time for a new efficient furnace or heat pump to evenly heat your home and reduce your heating bill? The expert team of in-home estimators at Angar Home Comfort can help you answer that question. We will assess your home, lay out a heating system plan that fits your home, and help you understand the comfort value of each option. Visit angarhome.com today to request a free no-obligation heating system assessment. Your home is our priority at Angar Home Comfort.
The Daily Migs Show presents the Extreme Music Showdown. Let's play Hook or Shook. Please sign this waiver before we continue. Thank you. We'll drop a 1-second snippet of the hook of a song. If you can't name the song, watch out. You're gonna get shook.
It is time to play Hook or Shook. Danny will play 1 second of a hook from a song that he picked, and you have to guess what it is. This week, we are playing for tickets to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra at Climate Pledge Arena coming up Saturday, November 23rd. And this morning, our contestant is Terry in Everett. Good morning, Terry.
Morning.
So you must get both songs right to win. The first one, you'll be on your own. And the second one, this is where you can get shook because a member of this fine program has to get it right for you. And if not, you will lose. Caller 9 gets the tickets instead. Let's see who you're playing with. Me, Migs, or Sarah.
Spin that wheel. Just past Taryn's name. Sarah, me. Back on Taryn. And it looks like it's going to be on Sarah. So, Terry, you have the tough task of having to do this game with Sarah.
Oh, boy.
Here is your clip, Terry. Let's hear it again.
Don't have a clue. Green Day. I don't have a clue.
I know, dude. I'm blanking on this one, too. I know it's Green Day, but... Do you know?
I think I know it. Does it have to do with like a celebration?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. It's okay. I think I know the title actually. Okay, Terry, it's like what is Christmas and what is Thanksgiving and what is Halloween? They are all considered
holidays.
We'll take it.
Oh,
we'll take it.
I'll take it. Holiday. I couldn't think of the name of the song.
Me neither.
It's just like just another great Green Day song.
On holiday.
There we go. All right, Terry, it's Sarah's turn.
Now
to
you gotta
do
help
the
me.
work.
Uh-oh.
Really?
No.
That's an easy one.
Oh, it's an easy one. Can you give her a hint?
You. Santeria?
Oh. Sublime?
Okay.
Yes.
Love is what I've got.
That's it.
Oh, what I've got. What I got? My Sublime?
I do love... Terry, I love your hint. You just named another Sublime song. You're like, hey, Santeria? And it worked.
It did.
Congratulations, Terry. You and Sarah did it.
We did it together. I'm so proud of us.
No doubt. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man. Have fun at the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Which I realize that whenever we hear and talk about them, all of us go, we couldn't want to go check that show out.
For literal years, I've been saying, okay, I need to go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and I've never done it.
And I always find a reason not to go. And I was like, oh, it's probably not on a weekend, so I don't want to go. And then you guys are like, it's on a weekend. I was like, oh, crap, I got to make this happen.
That's another field trip for us. I'm excited. We should go.
Should we get a party bus? Yeah.
Yes! To take us from the station down the street.
And can we dress as Santa?
Oh, my.
Yes.
I have a Santa onesie.
See, there you go. We're already halfway there.
Well, I could dress as like Rudolph.
Yeah. Oh.
And you can put me on like a child leash.
No,
This is so great.
Don't you have an elf onesie?
I don't know where it is anymore. I did, though. You're right.
I remember it because it was very disturbing at a live day.
It went full moose knuckle on that.
It really did.
Yeah.
Danny, I have an idea for you.
Okay.
You can be Nightmare Before Christmas Jack as Santa.
In.
Yeah. What's Sarah going to be?
Coal. Piece of coal.
Okay, deal.
Better, Mr. Hanky.
Rockaholics, if we have talked about something this morning that you want to talk about, call in now. 206-803-ROCK. We'll check in with the Rockaholics after Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The Daily Migs Show.
All morning, we have received great texts and calls from you that we've not yet had a chance to chat with you about, but we are checking in with the Rockaholics right now, brought to you by Lumen Quantum Fiber. Smart Internet is here. So do call us up if there's something you'd like to chime in on from the show this morning, or if there's anything on your mind that you would like to discuss. 206-803-ROCK. Jessica in Bremerton. Earlier this morning, we were talking about having encounters with celebrities, and you were an extra on 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah, I was. Summer of 98.
Was this by chance the scene at Bogey Lowenstein's party?
I did not get to participate in that. I was actually picked one of 10 extras that got to film the library scenes. And so that particular day, I ate lunch with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Larissa Olnick.
Oh, my gosh. My 90s heart is so happy for you right now.
I feel like that's like one of the iconic movies because of here in the Pacific Northwest, because what was it, Stadium High School?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many days were you on site and on set?
We were actually there for a good, I want to say, almost 12 weeks, almost the whole summer. And it was pretty much every weekday.
Do you watch the movie to this day and get really excited to see yourself?
I watched it so many times in the theater after it first came out that it's hard to think that I was actually in it. I don't know. It's weird sensation.
Did you get paid?
Yeah, back then, I believe we made like $7 or $8.25 an hour.
Nice. That's about what we get paid here, so that's pretty great.
Yes, just like radio. 206-803-ROCK. We are checking in with the Rockaholics. Old Man Kenny in Gig Harbor.
Old Man Kenny, let's go.
Tell us who you got to hang out with in 1965.
Good morning, guys.
What's up, Kenny?
Hey, I spoke to you all yesterday. A couple things I want to get to, though, real quick. I'm 64 years old. I tuned in 1974. I'm a 50-year listener, and to me, you guys have the best program on the planet.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much, Kenny.
That means a lot, Kenny. You rock.
Hey, dude, I remember Bob Rivers, Crow West, Steve Hovanes, and then this leads into my second. Connie something. I don't remember her last name. Come on, Migs.
Connie.
Connie?
I'm almost sure answers out of everyone else is Uranus.
Yeah, names that gets me in trouble with HR though, so I can't do that. That's right.
I got you. Like yesterday, I called in and I described the mothership. I had 2 hours to think about it, and boom, I describe it, and you name it. It just blows me away.
Is it Connie Cole?
Connie Cole, thank you.
Nice.
See what I'm saying?
Damn it. Why do I have random things like this pop into my head?
You have a cheating chip. I think you need to be frisked before every competition, man.
Taryn tries to frisk me every morning, and I say no to it.
Okay, my encounter was in 1965. I was 5. My mother worked at a restaurant, and Harlem Globetrotters came in. Gave her floor tickets. We went to the old Coliseum. We're sitting there underneath one basket on the floor, and they always do that little thing where they grab a little kid.
Uh-huh.
One of the guys that was at the restaurant spotted my mom, came up, grabbed me by the hand, Medlark Lemon. I don't know if you know any of these names, but they're the original kind of guys. Anyways, he grabbed me up in his arms, threw a hook shot from half court, banked it straight in. It was incredible. But yeah, I got to do the interaction, throw the confetti instead of the water at the crowd.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you got to do all the fun stuff with them. That is awesome.
Yeah, it was a good time. And I tell you what, you talk about basketball dribblers in the NBA. Pete Maravich was the greatest, and probably Earl Pearl Monroe. This little Marcus Haynes could out-dribble them. He could dribble down your chin and you wouldn't know it.
Taryn, you seemed a little too excited about that.
Just going to leave. Just going to move on.
Yeah, I think we'll just leave it at that. Kenny, you rock, dude.
Rockaholics Seahawks fans are already loving our new coach, Mike McDonald. And yesterday during his press conference, he said something that might make you love him even more. You're going to hear what he said at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
The Seahawks season is underway. Game 2 coming up this Sunday in New England at 10 a.m.
Early game.
And Migs, apparently you have some sort of a new pastime going on.
It's you'll probably make fun of me. I like watching the press conferences all week long. Whenever a player does a press conference, I'll pull it up, and I drive a lot, so I don't watch it, so I listen to it. So on the Seahawks PR YouTube page, they post every press conference that the players do, the coach does. And I think part of why I like doing it is sometimes they get asked like some kind of out there questions, and even, there are times where I'm like, who is that? As a person who asks stupid questions, I can appreciate a reporter asking a stupid question. I thought this one was kind of an odd question to ask Coach Mike McDonald, who's brand new. This is season number 1 for him as the coach of the Seahawks, and the person was asking him about the previous Seahawks Super Bowl winning team and the team that lost the Super Bowl, and I'm like, that seems kind of odd, but the way he answered it just made me love him even more. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Coach, the last works out the last 2 Super Bowl opponents are the first 2 opponents this year for the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's right.
What's your memory of those 2 Super Bowls?
I just thought that was like, I'm like, he wasn't even a part of the team. Didn't have anything to do with the Seahawks. Like, how's he going to answer this? But Coach McDonald, he delivers.
Oh, man. When we won, I was in L.A. with my sister and my nephew.
I just love that he said we won.
Yeah.
Right?
He's one of us.
He's already he's like, yeah, we won it.
And that was pretty awesome. When we lost, I don't remember.
Remember that one.
We don't talk about that
We
one.
don't talk about that one. Get the hell out of the press room. And then DK Metcalf did a press conference. And I did not know this, but apparently he was on that TV show, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air one that's now called Bel-Air. Is that on Peacock?
I didn't know that.
You don't know about that
I didn't
one?
even know that was a show.
I tried watching it. It's like a serious version of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's like a dramatic version. Danny, have you watched it?
No, because I was scared that it was going to ruin my opinion of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I mean, I lasted 2 episodes. I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, the sitcom's way cooler. Maybe if this was like called something else and it was a whole different thing, like maybe I would dig it. But yeah, I wasn't just feeling it. But apparently DK Metcalf was on the show.
That's so funny.
And somebody asked him about that.
Your Bel Air cameo, how did that happen? How'd that come about?
How did that happen? Oh, I was at a production studio called Hidden Empire down in L.A., and he had a connection to one of the producers of the show, and he was at a table read that I was at. I mean, he saw what I did at the table read and asked me if I wanted to be in the show, and I couldn't say no. So it was just a great opportunity.
That's crazy that he's doing table reads and like wants to get into the world of acting.
I'm here for it.
News to me, yeah.
I would like to see more DK.
I think these are like not adult films.
Come on.
Just appreciate Deion Taylor for coordinating all of that for me, but it was just a good experience for me.
Is a table read for another project?
Yes. Yeah. Man, you want to know too much. No, it ain't out. No, not yet.
Everyone's in a good mood after winning a game.
Oh, yeah.
And then somebody even brought up, I guess he was in a magazine as well.
Did you like how your men's health coverage turned out?
Yes, sir, but I'm kind of low-key off social media right now, so I haven't been able to, tap into all of it, but I heard it turned out great. My mama told me it looked good, so that was good.
Social media right now?
Right.
I love Taryn. You're just looking like I need to get a copy of this magazine.
Feeling really thirsty right now.
Oh,
wow. Oh, my.
Don't get the girls distracted here, Danny.
It's very easy to do, honestly.
What steered you away from social media for the time being?
Just a different perspective. Just being off of it, seeing, how long I can go without it, and, 1 week turned into a couple months, and, look back at it, really don't need to be on it. Simple life, don't have to worry about anything.
It's a good thing he's off social media because I believe both Sarah and Taryn are sliding into his DMs right now.
Oh, yes. Hey, DK.
You look really cool.
You look really cool on the magazine.
Fire emoji, heart emoji.
What are you doing later? Have you seen what happened with Shannon Sharp? That sounded like a lot of fun.
You want to do that next week? No? Cool.
Steve Migs, I know
Yes.
your car has been stolen before.
It has.
Mine has been as well. But has your car ever been repossessed?
One time, there was a guy trying to repo my Jeep. And it was a massive misunderstanding.
Sure.
It was, thankfully. Because I was like, he's like, well, you need to open up your garage and let me take your Jeep. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. And this is why. And finally got the people on the phone. And they're like, oh, my bad. Sorry. Like, yeah, it wasn't your Jeep. It's
Wrong
a
guy.
long, weird story.
Well, a man did do something idiotic to try to stop his car from being repoed. And we're going to tell you about it during the Daily Migs download after Rob Zombie.
The Daily Migs Show. Hi. The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
We've got Brian Castle in the house.
Oh, hi.
And you know what? Hypothetically, if Sarah and I were to have an Apple Cup bet, because she's, thinks she's a husky for some reason, what should the punishment be?
Wait. Where did you make her go to school, actually, at UW?
Yeah, like the rest of the fans?
How would I get in?
She can't even spell UW.
That's a good point. What's that old joke? What do UW and WSU students have in common? They both applied at UW first.
Not true. Not true. Not
you?
true.
Because
I didn't. I never did.
Because you knew you wouldn't get in.
Because I didn't want to go there. I was always going to go to Wazoo. Always. Go Cougs.
Any idea I have for this cannot be aired on this radio.
Let's vet it out off the air. Yeah, it's a good call. DND is brought to you by Palace Law. We got to talk about this 45-year-old guy from Michigan. He was arrested because, well, he came up with a very creative way to avoid getting his car repossessed. What did he do? He strapped a fake bomb to his car so that way they would not take it from him.
That's certainly effective.
He rigged it up with 2 propane tanks, some copper wiring. Here are a couple of his neighbors talking about, well, the incident.
He was asking if the tow truck was a repo truck, and then we saw him working on his car. Woke up to him putting propane tanks in his car, saying that he was going to blow it up.
So he had a piece of cardboard in his windshield that said, "Don't move, car, it will blow up."
He sounds like the kind of guy that would steal copper wire. I wonder where he got it from.
In other news, the man was arrested for... Yeah.
On Saturday, the 116th Apple Cup meeting between UW and WSU will bring some big changes. It's going to be at Lumen Field, which is kind of, they're calling it a neutral site, but I don't know if I really believe that that's true.
There's plenty of Cougs on this side of Washington.
There are, it's true.
Lots of people just like you.
I see the license plates everywhere I go. It's like a cult.
Well, apparently
driving slow in the left lane.
Yeah.
The ticket sales have been a little The ticket sales have been a little sluggish. It feels like nobody's really that excited about it. There's only 35,000 tickets sold so far. 68,000 can fit in that stadium.
It's too soon. And it doesn't matter.
It feels weird because it's in the middle of September and not in November.
So you're saying I can afford a ticket?
Yes,
you're probably getting it for free.
Awesome.
Hey, your Seattle Mariners won yesterday. The Astros lost. Almost had a no-hitter. Brian Wu pitched a great game. We are now 3.5 games back of first place.
Get out. There's only, 10 games left?
A little more than that, I believe. There's still a chance.
You're saying there's a chance.
We have a 4-game series at home taking on the Texas Rangers. That all starts tonight. As far as weather, hitting a high of 69. Nice. Thank you. And cloudy. That's the DMD, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the Morning 12 Pack.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance, too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor Portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Hey, it's Doug. Suicide is something that affects all of us, and we can all play a part in saving lives. Make a difference in your community by walking out of the darkness with us on Sunday, October 13th at Fisher Pavilion at Seattle Center. Help spread awareness and understanding. Send the message that help is available and raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Seattle. That's afsp.org/Seattle.
All right, stop what you're doing. Have you seen the latest essentials from Express? They're so good. Like super easy, everyday pieces that go with literally everything else in your closet. Like this classy Portofino shirt. It's giving old money. Or the body contour collection. I'm talking instant snatched waist. I'm obsessed. And don't even get me started on their denim. I never knew a pair of jeans could fit me so perfectly. I'm telling you, get in store or go online at express.com now. Go shop the new essentials at Express. You won't regret it.